We are Steve and Jill.
Together, we've been buying and reselling land since the 90s.
Our data-centric approach leaves our buyers asking, how can you sell it so cheap?
Here on the Land Academy Show,
We answer that and more. I'm Stephen Jack Butala.
And I'm Jill DeWitt, and this is the Land Academy Show.
This is episode number 2111. Today's topic, it's Wednesday. Jill and I are talking about the hidden value of neighbor letters in land investing.
I'm saving it for the show.
Neighbor letters are letters that, this is an underutilized concept real estate wide. Why real estate agents don't do this, I'll never understand. Why real estate agents don't market themselves as the neighbor letter answer. Neighbor letters are when you buy a piece of property, any type of property, I don't care if it's commercial, you send out or contact, you send out mail, emails, and texting to within a certain circumference around that property. So let's say if you buy a piece of property, a piece of land, you let everybody within a mile know that it's for sale. And there's the statistics are staggering. We'll get into it in a few minutes here. Staggeringly positive in your favor that you will sell the property. Each day on the show, we answer a question from our Land Academy member Discord forum and take a deep dive into land-related topics by popular request.
Okay. Brent and Kaylee wrote, we are interested in seeing how you all, couples especially, are using social media to create an online presence. Trying to get an idea of things we could post, both business and personal. Have you noticed your social presence has been a selling factor for deals getting closed? May I go first, please?
Yeah, you can go all. No, I have some opinions on this. Go ahead.
I know. Someday this would be the best phrase ever. Jill, I don't have an opinion on that. I can try to
Boy,
imagine.
that's how you stay married forever.
I'm trying to imagine.
Whatever you think, sweetheart.
That would be great. That's not my life. You know what? Brent and Kaylee, that ties into this couple thing. Boy. Anyway, that would be, you give little gift cards like for, like make up little coupons, like love coupons. I would like to have a few in my pocket that I could slap down and say opinion buster.
What the hell's a love coupon?
You know what a love coupon is? Oh, I'm sorry.
What am I doing wrong now?
No, you're not doing anything wrong. I could have sworn early on, but it's been quite a few years since we were courting each other, but you get little coupon books with love things like this is a hug, or this is you can take my hand and lead me anywhere you want coupon kind of thing, or dinner of your choice coupon, something like that. There should be a opinion freeze
there should
coupon.
There should be an opinion coupon.
Exactly.
About the coupons themselves.
That's good. I'm going to have both. I get to voice my opinion, and there's times I don't want an opinion coupon. So that's a whole nother thing. All right. But back to the point here. I think it's just people are going to look you up. The whole point is sellers are going to get your letters, and you want them to look up and see you're a good, fun, probably not politically crazy person / couple, maybe with your dog out in your land people, and you have stuff going on, and then it just all kind of ties. That's my main thing. I wanted to say on your social media that you buy and sell land, as well as your LinkedIn and your landing page, anything else like that, all your social media outlets. You do not need to go crazy and make YouTube videos and show yourself
like we do,
walking on the land,
like this show.
Exactly. You
don't need to do that.
That's not for selling land. For land, it's just, okay, this all ties. Yep, Brett and Carly, oh, look how cute they are. And there they are by a lake camping. You don't even have to go that far, but just, outdoorsy pictures that your land people are just, heck, throw on a cowboy hat, something like that, with your dog in a backpack. Be on your bikes with a backpack. Anything like that shows you're real people. And this is your sweet little company. And that's really all that is needed. If you want to go and do other things, have at it. We talked about that. Sometimes you want to take it to the next level, and you're selling your own land on your website. Maybe you write a blog or two on there about how to get power to this area, because you're selling so much land in this one part of Nevada. and getting water out there and power was kind of tricky for some of your people. Maybe you have a blog that you could refer others to, because then buyers will come to you too. So sellers will see this like, oh, they're into it. And then buyers will see it going, oh, wow, okay. You can refer to that and help them. Here's a solution to your problem. So you know when you buy this land, this is how you're going to get water. Fill in the blank.
The real value in social media has dramatically changed in the last 10 years, 10 to 12 years. It's all about opinions now, and it's taken on, it's the people that social media has been, they've never knew a time before there was social media, have kind of destroyed it. And now you are either on one side or the other, or you're not vocal. So stay out of that. If you are a person who has 5 years of social media trailing behind you, there's a lot of pictures of whatever you did in college, that's going to work against you. Think about how you're portraying yourself when someone gets a letter. They get an offer. Who the heck is Brent and Kaylee? They literally Google Brent and Kaylee, and what's going to pop up. Do it to yourself and see. This is what you want to do. You want to go on to LinkedIn and get a username that's your full name. You're not hiding anything, and you want to put everything in there about yourself. I'm a father. I love Shih Tzus. I don't care, but whatever it is, you're going to establish a massive amount of credibility in a venue that's very respectable. You work for some company for about a bunch of years. You started your land company a couple of years ago. Really credible stuff. And then everything Jill said, do a landing page, a single landing page that's brettandkaylee.com or whatever you decide, whatever your company is. And it shows what she said. And just, these are respectable people that I want to sell my land to. On the sell side, unless you're a marketing professional, go to Landio, LANDIO.com. He takes it all the way to the end. Yeah,
you don't have to do that.
So
that's a lot.
What you want to do is, don't do that. Yeah. As far as on the sell side, if you buy great property and list it the way you should, or utilize Facebook Marketplace, no one cares who you are. They only care about the land. Mm-hmm. I really want you to focus on that initial Google search when somebody gets a mailer from you.
Perfect.
No one cares about your political opinions.
Well, you made a funny reference about college. Well, maybe my college was all very studious and it didn't involve a beer bong. Well, that you can leave.
You had a different college experience.
That's what I was going to say. Back then there was no posting, and thank goodness there were not a lot of cameras.
We went to college way before cell phones and any of that.
Yeah. That was good. Everybody else our age is like, yeah, we know. We dodged that bullet too.
Today's topic, the hidden value of neighbor letters in land investing.
So what's neighbor letters, as Jack was talking about, why agents don't do this, is a way to reach out to potential buyers around your property and let them know it's for sale. We talked about, yesterday about consistently getting offers in the mail to buy property, right? And you can't buy anything if no one knows you're there and you want to buy it and you're sitting with your checkbook open. Well, the same thing for selling. They need to know it's for sale and they may not be looking. The whole point of this is, statistically, there is a percentage, whether it's a mileage based or, I can't remember. There's some radius. There's staggering amounts of data that proves that a large amount of people buy properties in an area that they already own property.
It's 50%.
Period.
Could I quote the data real quick?
Sure.
HUD came out with a study several years ago that said if you have a house, this is houses now, not land, and that 50% of houses are sold to within a 1 mile radius to somebody who already owns property within a 1 mile radius, or to the relatives of somebody who owns that property.
Right.
So with land, it's a little bit more complicated. That radius is going to be a little bit larger depending on how rural it is or specific use that it is. So, But the thing to digest here today is neighbor letters work.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The point is, like Jack was saying with houses, like, what do you mean? Well, think about you right now in your neighborhood. Isn't there kind of a house? It happens often. Like, God, I wish I had an extra bedroom like that guy. Boy, that guy's pool is better than mine, and that's done and beautiful. That happens. And or maybe you're just so darn happy, you love your little neighborhood and everything's great, and now your best friend's moving to town, or your parents are retiring, moving to town. These are real scenarios, and that's why that percentage is so high. So when it comes to land ownership can be a little bit different, and often it's land people loving what they have, and why wouldn't I want more acreage? I've already got 5 acres, why wouldn't I want 10? I would, if I'm really happy and loving it here. 2 things. 1, I would love to have more acreage, so I own more. And 2, I don't have to deal with anybody else moving in next door. Now it's really mine. You were showing me a listing the other day. We sit on the couch because we're weirdos. We are land weirdos.
Yeah.
And you text me like, hey, look at this property that's for sale. And I looked at it and I'm like, it was 20 acres, I think it was, but it had BLM on all 3 sides. I said, oh, that's not 20 acres. That's 3,000 acres because it's got 3 sides of it bordered by BLM land. That's a land person's dream.
With an off-grid cabin on it.
And that,
on the
right.
water.
And it was off the grid. Yeah. And that's who a lot of land people are. I mean, I can't say all, but that's a lot of land people and the mentality. So the point is here, a good agent, the minute they get your listing, that's what they're doing. They're sending out neighbor letters. If you have the time and the energy and the staff, or you're into it, I would say it would be really smart to send out your own neighbor letters before you list the property with an agent.
Heck yes.
And put that in there.
That's what we do.
So draw a circle around it. I don't know, 5 miles, 10 miles, whatever gives you a good, healthy number of letters. Doesn't need to be 1,000. It may just be 50 or 100 because it really is that small of a community there. That's for neighbor letters. That's a good, healthy number. So your letter should say a version of, hey, I'm just going to put this property up for sale. I don't want to say I just bought it. I want them to think they don't need to know how long you've owned it, kind of thing. They just need to know it's about to go on the market and this is your chance. Before I list it, get an agent involved. Hey, I just want to throw it out to you as a neighbor. I would be happy to sell it to you for this price. I'm going to list it for this price. For you, I would sell it for $50,000, but if it doesn't work out, I'm going to sell it for probably at least starting around 65, and get it out there kind of thing and send it out and watch what happens.
Here's what our letter says. Hey, neighbor, we're going to list this property to the universe here in about a couple of weeks. I love the area. You clearly see something in it too because you own property here. Here's the address or here's the APN. For this amount of money, we can avoid, I would rather sell it to you because you're already invested in the area and we can get the deal done for X price without real estate agents and all kind of the mess that causes in the universe traipsing around the area. You'll get a shocking number of calls. We've done neighbor letters where we got 50% of the people called us back. And if you do it correctly and you make friends with them the way Jill does, they're going to say, you know what? Some of them are going to say, we need to sell our property too.
You might get something out of it to buy. That's true. Or they might go, what else do you have? There's 2 things that can happen.
Relationship building for sure.
Exactly.
Make it part of your regular routine. You should have a checklist when you're buying a piece of property, and this should be at the top of it. Send out a neighbor letter. Join us tomorrow. It's Thursday. We're going to talk about how we evaluate 20 properties to buy just one single piece of real estate. You are not alone in your real estate ambition. We are Jack and Jill, information
and inspiration
to buy undervalued property.
We hope you find our content valuable and we appreciate your support. If you have not already, please check out our channel and hit the subscribe button.
And your comments and suggestions help us to create the content you're here for. Hitting the like button helps to support our channel's algorithm and gauge your interest for future shows.